Howdy there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Doug Watson. I'm with ByteSizeGaming.com. Welcome to another episode of New Year's Resolution. You know, when I was a wee little gamer bouncing up and down my daddy's knee, he would always tell me two things. One, up, down, left, right, B, A. And the second one is, you never do first impressions of JRPGs. I never listened to my dad anyway.
What are you playing?
I am playing The Last Story, the critically acclaimed Wii JRPG from 2012.
How did you get it?
When it comes to getting consoles and the like, I have a nasty habit of being so far behind the bandwagon. So when it came to the Wii, I only literally got one about a month ago. So one of the games that I got with this Wii bundle pre-owned from a mate was The Last Story.
Why are you playing?
I'd heard so many good things about The Last Story after it became really popular in the fan movement Operation Rainfall. And if you don't know about Operation Rainfall was a movement where US fans of JRPGs were moving to get Pandora's Tower, Xenoblade Chronicles, and The Last Story all out in the US, where they had only been released in Japan. Now, they were half successful. Xenoblade and The Last Story made it okay. I'm not sure if Pandora's Tower did, but that's all by the by. But since it was such a strong reaction from US audiences to get these games, I thought it might be worth paying attention to them.
What did you think?
The problem I have with JRPGs, and I feel this isn't just me, stop me if you've heard this one before, they are far too slow and far too broad in focus for me to be paying attention for too long. This is why I couldn't play Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions, because after about an hour of gameplay, there were too many characters, too many side plot. I couldn't focus. There just wasn't enough direction. The thing with Last Story, though, is that it's intentionally narrowing this focus down, and it's a character-driven story, and they do it very, very well. The combat is nice and simple. It's nothing, mind-blowing. Real action RPG. If you want to attack something, you just move the stick towards whatever it is you want to fight. But the real kicker for The Last Story is just how much personality it has. There's one particular scene that I'll never get out of my head. Zale, one of the main characters, goes out into the streets and finds a woman named Lisa. Now, you bring Lisa home to the tavern where you guys are staying, and one of your female colleagues called Seren drags her into the bath and starts hitting on her. That came out of nowhere. I was laughing out loud. It was the best. It was one of the best moments. All of the characters in this game have so much personality and so much life that it kind of makes me forget about all the bad aspects. Like, the story's a little bit simple at times, but you can't really talk about the story too much. The thing is, with a first impression video, you can only play it for, say, an hour, 2 hours to get a good, handle on the mechanics and the characters, but not so much on the story. And JRPG stories are fucking huge, grandiose game arc things. So to comment on the story, for it to be dull, I can't really say that. But the characters have so much life, they have so much character. The setting is a little bit bland, but it works. And I'm very keen to see where the whole game would go with these core mechanics.
Would you keep playing it?
I feel Last Story is the kind of game that I would sit down at the beginning of the weekend and play through the whole weekend and not stop. It's got a very strong focus and character. It's something that you need to get very, very, very invested in, like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Now the problem with Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is that the controls are clunky as fuck, whereas the last story is very easy to pick up, very easy to run with, even with the Wiimote and Nunchuck, which I never used in a game before, unless I was playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but even then I would prefer to use the classic GameCube controller. The last story is very easy to pick up, very easy to get a handle of all the controls, and it's so refreshing just to have all of these tropes of JRPGs that I would normally have in my head still there, so it's familiar, but twisted so it's fresh, you know? So, yeah, I would totally keep playing this, but I would have to actively sit down and play it. But I would actively sit down and keep playing it, because some of the little moments that kept me playing the last story are the little moments that would make me continue to play the last story after I've put out all of these videos. Oh, core blimey, holy crap. That's why my mama said never, ever, 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 ever do first impression videos of JRPGs, because I really had to think about this one, holy crap. Tomorrow, we've got our last game for our first week of the New Year's Resolution series with THQ's Titan Quest. Until tomorrow, stay classy.